We're going to be talking about gaming, yes, because we're so short in time, I just want to wrap my introduction up. It's an entirely different world for the people who want to be invested in it, for gamers who are around 2.8 billion right now in the world. Imagine the market, Shahzad, and imagine the people who want to cater to the market.
Exactly, ladies and gentlemen. So from out of 7 billion total population of the globe, roughly,
yes,
2.8 billion people are actually
gamers.
Are gamers. And not just that, you know, I think that I will give you a very simple example, and that is that there was a time when we wanted to play Atari and Sega and all of those platforms.
I was just we had Mario.
There, and then we moved on to PlayStation and Xbox, and you know, so there's just a vast variety of all of these platforms which are available. But not just that. Imagine that now people are actually watching people playing games on these platforms.
Live streams,
and
man.
live streams and whatnot. And I, alhamdulillah, happen to be one of those people who was the very first one in Pakistan over here to host some gaming live events as well.
I remember.
And that on such a big scale that the 5 million, there was a 5 million cash prize for the winning team. And then there are people who've actually sponsored other people, and then they pay their players every month just because of the fact that they play for their brand as well. So esports is doing a wonderful job, ladies and gentlemen. It's more than $150 billion industry, and a lot of people are working on it. We are glad that, alhamdulillah, Pakistan is not even behind. We have a Pakistani entrepreneur over here in the studios who wants his chunk out of $150 billion of this gaming industry. Ladies and gentlemen, he is Mr. Rahil Iqbal. Hello, assalamu alaikum, good morning.
Ji, assalamu alaikum, ji. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much for joining us. Wonderful to have you. So how much have you chucked away already? Is it 2 billion, 3 billion,
We're still trying our best. You're still trying our best, definitely.
Okay.
So as you said, it's a $150 billion industry, obviously.
Yes.
And out of that, mobile is on $80 billion right now. So things have changed actually. So previously you were talking about Atari and all those consoles. So it was like at that time you have to go purchase the console, install it, and then you were able to play it. But now after the introduction of the tablets and mobiles and Play Store, so the gaming content, it's more like becoming a content now.
Exactly.
So it's available to everyone, anyone. People are playing all around. Even I was watching that the staff at the back and staff, they were playing Ludo. So this is something that everyone is playing games all the time.
Right?
Or even poker for that matter, you know, on cell phone as well.
Yes, exactly.
I think talking about that, rather, you know, I think it's good because people usually used to play games with other people. Now I think that it's good that they're playing games on their cell phone.
Exactly.
But I want to talk about the development bit of it, you know, that the world, you know, for anybody who wants his chunk within this industry needs to come into development.
Exactly.
And over in Pakistan, we have a quite of leverages given to us by the government, you know, because when we speak about IT, you know, there's quite a lot of relaxation which is given. But do you think that people are doing the right thing, the right kind of content is being produced?
So basically, the thing is, if we talk about Pakistan, thing is that games are being developed since like 20 to 30 years. But Pakistan, the trend has now been shifted, I mean recently, because we are a driven market. The thing is that, especially the IT industry, we are driven by the North America. So we get projects from there and we develop games here. So the thing is,
please let us know about these visuals we are playing as well.
Yeah, so this is our office in Lahore, the GameStorm Studios.
And you have an office in Karachi as well, right?
We have office in Karachi.
This reminds me of Mythic Quest. Have you watched it? It's a TV show. It's all about games. The people who produce it, you have to watch it.
Yes, exactly. So we have a team of software developers who are developing those games. We have a team of graphic designers, 3D modelers, animators, marketeers who are publishing those games. We have a team of monetization, the people who are monetizing all those games.
And this is such a, I mean, this is such a huge investment, not just in terms of money, of course, but your
in terms
time,
of talent,
your talent,
yes,
exactly.
Actually.
And when you talk about graphic designers, animators for that matter, I take it that, of course, people are now learning art and forms of graphic design and, well, visual art. But when you talk about animation, I mean, it's like you said, it's just a growing industry in Pakistan. It's just few people coming into it. Are you satisfied with the type of group you have working for you?
Well, definitely. It's now talent is being groomed here.
Okay.
So the thing is that it's totally something which is cutting edge. Right?
Yes.
So you have to be very creative. You have to be up to the mark. You have to be working, like thinking especially out of the box. We are competing, sitting in Pakistan, we are competing with global players. We are competing with international industry. We are competing with studios, big studios who are developing games sitting in San Francisco and in Silicon Valley. So the thing is that like Pakistan, like developing a games development office in Pakistan is it was not easy, but obviously you have
Isn't
to
it risky
keep-
still?
Well, it's not that risky because the thing is that it's a growing industry.
Okay.
I mean, this year only the mobile will cross $100 billion. So the thing is that if you focus right now, build your own talent, you know, build something which is obviously eye-catching.
Right.
Because I mean, if you talk about the overall package which you need to have in games development, you need to have good teams. All right?
Yes, that's
You have cutting edge. You need to have talented software developers, animators, graphic designers. So the whole and time is very important.
Yeah.
You see, I mean, you have to release and publish your game very timely.
Exactly.
Okay, so sorry, Shahzad, I'm cutting you over here, but I have a naive question again.
Yeah.
Now, when I look at not being a gamer, so my take on games is that there's only so much ideas you can come up with. So either you're already sort of stealing an idea and then modifying it, or either you're using a movie to turn it
Yeah.
into a game,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
there's only so much you can do. Do you think that's true?
Well, right now, gaming is something which people are using it, especially the box office industry. And that's a very interesting fact if you look at the numbers.
Yeah.
Box office industry right now is at $40 billion, the most entertaining industry you see. And as compared to gaming, it's way below. You know,
Way
gaming
below.
is $150 billion, and box office
Right.
$40 billion. So what they're doing is before they're releasing the movie, they release a game.
A small version
A
of it,
small
right?
version of a game that the movie is coming. So you see, there were many movies, and you have all the games of the movies are also
Yes.
there. The thing is
Spider-Man
about the
and all,
idea.
yeah.
Idea is something which is obviously the thing is the idea should be market driven.
Exactly.
Should come up with those ideas which users are playing. About this console, this is a very tricky console because mobile is something which is very simple. You see hyper casual games with just one touch of a thumb or finger you can play
Yes.
the games.
Exactly.
So you have to because not like you don't have a joystick in your hand right now. So and you want to play games on the go while you're moving, while you're walking, while you're sitting. So the gameplay has to be very casual,
Exactly.
and you have to adapt the gameplay as per this console.
And it's wonderful. I think that everybody needs to put their head to this as well, ladies and gentlemen, because it's we're glad that we have Raheel Sahab over here. Happens to be one of the pioneer too as well. But going back in time, I still remember that when we would actually go and buy a CD for a game, we always had to be very careful about how many gigahertz of motherboard we had in our PC, or the RAM, and everything needs to be top notch. Talking about developing a game means that every now and then when the technology is changing, you have to adopt to the newer technology,
Yes.
and it involves a lot of cost. So since we have people and you have that team which you say is cutting edge, and there's no doubt in it that our kids from Pakistan are superb.
Yes.
Majority of them are working in Silicon Valley already.
Already, yeah.
So don't you think that the cost can actually go up at times as well, and then there cannot be a ray of hope out there, because you really need to get projects constantly, otherwise you cannot be making a game every single day and be like, okay, it's going to be a hit.
Well, that's very, this is something which is
Your
pinching
Achilles
us
heel
every
right
day.
now?
It's a pinpoint. It's a pain point we have
Okay.
right now. Obviously, we have to invest a lot on the infrastructure. We have to have really good machines. Like usually, our developers use Apple MacBooks. I mean, high-end MacBooks because
What else can bear that much? Well, I
So
don't
the thing is, you need to keep on investing.
Yeah.
You need to keep on
every-
investing.
yeah.
Keep on investing on the talent. You need to keep on investing on the infrastructure. You need
Yeah.
to keep on. And I think about Pakistan, all those machines are very expensive.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
What do you do? Do you lease them? Do you buy them? What do you do? Or okay, yaar, hum ek le lete hain, phir baki aista
No,
aista
but
karenge.
isn't there any relaxation for companies like yours by the government?
So there should be some relaxation.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Okay.
right now there is no relaxation. We have built all those things on our own. We started Games from Studios back in 2010. Since then,
Wow.
we keep on investing. We keep on grooming our resources. We keep
Okay.
on investing. So
How many
it's just a
games have you
gradual-
made so far, and how many have actually hit the international arena?
So all of them are live right now. We have developed so far more than 1,000 games, and right now we have almost 500 games live on Play stores,
Oh,
and we have
that's
our
great.
own monetization platform, Console Ads, which is a good platform for monetizing your games as well.
What do you think sets well with the audiences or with the players for that matter? So, for example, when I was studying my journalism, we were continuously told to research on the impact of violent games on kids or on their behavior. And now the research says there is no such impact. Of course, it's an engagement, maybe it's an outlet of your anger, but there's no impact of violence on kids or something like that. But that sits perfectly well with the audiences. That is something everyone wants. What do you think?
No, but the thing is that if you need platforms to publish your games. Obviously, you're going to Google Play or Apple App Store or any other platforms. All these platforms have policies.
Okay.
So all those policies, you need to be very compliant.
Okay.
So they're very particular about rating your game. So there are independent agencies which evaluate your game, and there's IRC ratings which rate your games, they test your games, and then they release it on particular, and then they give a rating. Is it 13 plus, 18 plus? It has violence or not? If it's too violent, you will not be able to publish your game.
But I think every kid is playing GTA, so I don't think that
You were watching playing GTA.
But very quickly before we miss out on this a very important point which you've raised as well, and you've raised it twice, the monetizing bit of it.
Yes.
Because now, for all of those people who are actually playing, ladies and gentlemen, they're even getting paid for playing, right?
Yes.
Yes,
That's what the
exactly.
concept is. So please share that concept, because we kind of missed out on that as well. So before we run out of time, please let us know. So how can we come onto that platform, and whatever time we're investing, we can actually earn something.
So that
Yes.
so the platform we have it's monetization for the publishers who are developing game developers. You have a game, you have a product, you're publishing it. So the first challenge you're going to face is the visibility.
Okay.
So using our platform, you can promote your game. It will be cross-promoted. Its ad will be shown across the platform.
Every
so
time
you
I'm
will
on
be able to
YouTube, I
grab,
see those ads as well.
So you will be able to grab the users first of
Okay.
all. Then you will be able to monetize it perfectly. You can show your own in-app ads. You can show any other ad networks. We're working with top 15 to 20 ad networks globally. And they're able to deliver ads globally. If
Mashallah,
someone is
that's
playing your
nice.
game in North America or South America or any part of the region, India, Bangladesh, Thailand, so whichever place your player is able to download your game and is playing, ad will be so you can monetize your content through ads and through in-app purchases.
And,
Can
and
you
the name
tell
of that
what's your-
platform is
Console ads.
Console, yeah.
Can you tell what's your biggest market?
So in terms of, so it's global. We publish our games globally.
Yeah, everywhere.
So it's depending on the genre in the game. So we have a farming game, which is a very big one, something similar
yes,
to
yes.
Farmville we used to play on Facebook.
Sims.
Yes.
So it's region mostly in it's downloaded worldwide globally, T1, T2, T3 countries. Mostly it's from North America,
Okay.
Thailand, Indonesia is a big market
Nice.
where we are publishing those games. Malaysia and Canada, and then
Okay.
Central Europe.
Wow, that's wonderful, and we would love to congratulate. Thank you very much for tapping into this industry as well. And one last thing. So out of 1,000 games you've developed, how many downloads do you have?
Oh, billions right now.
Billions?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Mashallah,
wonderful,
mashallah.
mashallah. So ladies and gentlemen, it speaks volume about the success mashallah Mr. Raheel has actually got on his hands. And it's just because of the fact that he has invested all his time, energy, money into this one field, and he's kept at it as well, and he's done a wonderful job. We congratulate
Right.
you, and thank you very much for bringing pride to Pakistan.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
And I
Really
think
grateful.
this
Thank you,
segment
Samina.
would have been very fruitful for all the parents watching out there, because I know a lot of kids go up to their parents and be like, we want to pursue this as a career, we want to study this.